Sometimes we're drawn to familiar places only to shockingly uncover a whole new world that's undiscovered and new to us. That's the thrill of being overland explorers. Join us as we venture into the Cohutta Wilderness. Our goal, to test out the latest upgrades on the Road Rash rig and tackle the Big Frog Loop for the third time. As straightforward as that sounds, the real challenge begins when we leave the Cohutta behind and we dive deep into the Ocoee Wilderness. Here, nature remains undisturbed and wildlife roams freely. So buckle up and join us as we get lost in the raw beauty of the Cohutta Wilderness and the Ocoee Wilderness, also known as the Chattahoochee National Forest. Good morning. It's May 23rd. We're here in northern Georgia, one of my favorite places to visit, Lake Conasauga. Look at this place, it's absolutely stunning. We're going to be running the Big Frog Loop today and tomorrow, and just a quick little 2-day trip. It's about 2 hours from my house. If you've seen any of my previous videos recently, we have done a lot of work on the Road Rash Jeep. So I just wanted to escape and get away somewhere close to home to kind of test out and make sure that all of my gear is working properly. We've got a couple friends that are with us. We've got Stewart, who's driving a white Gladiator on 35s. We've got Michael Goode, who's driving a red JKU on 35s. That Jeep is called Pepper. And then we've got Chaz Parks, who is also in a white Gladiator, but I think he's running 40s on his. Anyway, this is going to be a fantastic weekend. I love the Big Frog Loop. I love the Cohutta, and we are going to be exploring some really cool new areas that I've never been to. Once we get up to that Tennessee border, we're going to shoot off to the west, and we're going to go up into Ocoee Wilderness, which is somewhere I've never explored before. So that's the best part of being overlanders and explorers is just venturing out and finding new places. We're going to be marking campsites for Gaia and for future trips. We're going to be heading up to Lake Ocoee, which according to Gaia has some really cool off-road trails up there. So we're going to be exploring a lot of new territories today and just doing some really cool camping with some great friends. Let's air down our tires. We're waiting on the crew to show up, and then we're going to get ready to hit the Big Frog Loop. So some of the new installs and new gear that we are testing out on the Road Rash Jeep this weekend. One, we installed a brand new Rhino Rack backbone system here on the Road Rash Jeep. And we did that specifically to hold our brand new Nature Nest rooftop tent. We've got a hot water system that we've installed that's going to run straight off of our 5-pound propane tank. That is going to provide us hot water for showers, but then also for doing dishes in the back of the Jeep. Back here, we've got a brand new refrigerator by Set Power. We're going to be testing out. We've added a slide here so that we can pull it out easily. Now on this side, we've added a 270-degree awning by Nature Nest, which is going to be super cool tonight because it's all lit up with LEDs on the inside. That is going to be a really cool addition to the Jeep. And then running it all, we've added our Generac GB 2000 watt power bank system that is running our refrigerator and anything that is electrical in the Jeep. 2,000 watts, I think, is going to be more than sufficient for what we need.
Guys, what's up, K-Swan? How y'all doing, guys? Good. Let's get after it.
You ready?
I'm ready. I've been ready.
Hey, buddy.
It's your birthday.
might add two
Ooh.
retrievers that live to 13, and they were.
So Chaz just showed up. We've got Michael and we've got Stewart. I'm gonna walk around the Jeeps real quick and just show you guys, but this is who our crew is while we're on this trip.
Look at this view. Incredible. We made it out here. Got case one, there he is. Michael, nice to see you. We're out here about to hit these trails. Cohutta Wilderness, right?
Yes.
I always think I'm saying
Big
that
Frog
wrong.
Loop, Cohutta Wilderness.
Let's go do it though, boys. Let's get these Jeeps dirty.
So we ran the Big Frog Loop about a year ago, and if you haven't seen that video, click this link right here. It's one of our favorite rides that we do, and it's super easy. It's about 92 miles that circles the entire Cohutta Wilderness. Beautiful, beautiful scenic property and scenic views, just overlooks like you would not even believe. It's some of the most beautiful property in northern Georgia, in my opinion. If you guys are ever up here in North Georgia, make sure you take the time out to explore the Cohutta and explore the Big Frog Loop. So the weather up here this time of year is absolutely stunning. It's probably about 74 degrees right now and it's only 10:30, so about noon it'll be about 80 degrees and it is going to be absolutely just fantastic. My only hang up with this time of year, especially when you're down there by Lake Conasauga, is the gnats. There are gnats everywhere, so make sure you guys bring your bug spray. You cannot go wrong with coming up here in the Cohutta around May, June, July. Everything is just so piercing bright green from the springtime. So if we would have turned right over top of the bridge there, that would have been the Big Frog Loop. However, because we turned left, now we're going into the due section, which is the Ocoee Wilderness area.
I believe from the map I was looking at that you painted that we're going all the way up to where the Ocoee whitewater rafting, I think the Olympics were there or something, right?
Yeah, we're going to go up to where the Lake Ocoee is. But yes. So we pulled over just over the Georgia-Tennessee border to a little spot that I found on Gaia Maps. It's called the Conasauga Snorkeling Hole. And I wanted to just stop real quick just to see if it'd be a cool place to bring the family back and maybe just kind of play and hang out in the water. And it is absolutely stunning. I'm so glad that we stopped. Look at this place. This is absolutely just a gorgeous place to bring your family back bring some drinks, let the dogs and the kids play in the water. This is the kind of places that we look for whenever we are adventuring. So traditionally, the Big Frog Loop, as soon as you cross over the bridge, Tennessee into Georgia, the Big Frog Loop continues off to the east, northeast area. But we are going to take a left and go west, and then that is going to take us into the Ocoee, which is, for me, uncharted. I've never been there before, so this is going to be kind of an adventure to explore what the Ocoee Wilderness has to offer. To get in and explore a new territory of wilderness that I've never been in before. Foiled again. So it looks like we came into an unexpected road closure. I think the road has a big washout. The bridge is out and we're not going to be able to pass. So we're going to backtrack a little bit. I saw on my Gaia here another trail that kind of cuts up through and around where we're trying to go. So we're going to go back and explore this trail and see if it'll get where we need to go. Detour road. It should be popping up right here. We have no idea what it looks like. We have no idea if it's even going to be drivable. We're just going for it. That's the best kind of adventures. The road, now narrowing, seemed to invite us in a little bit deeper. And then as we rounded the bend, I saw them, a small pack of black bears. I stopped the Jeep just for a moment so that we can take it in and watch them. I felt a profound connection to this wild place. Bears, undisturbed by my presence, continued their exploration, the cubs venturing a bit further with each bound before scurrying back up the hill, reassuring presence to their mother. All right, here's our road. We're gonna cut up this way. We're definitely gonna be moving a little bit slower up here than we were on that other road.
That's fine. Hey man, I think we're all open to a little bit of craziness. Let's get this thing a little crazy. Hopefully there's a little bit of an obstacle up here or something. That would be fun.
My crew is always down for a good time. We just saw a little family of black bear. That was so cute. I saw the two cubs. Chaz said he saw the mom, but I didn't see the mom. I just saw the two cubs. We might pass them again because they ran up this hill towards this little road right here. Trail has been way cooler than the actual overlanding trail that we were doing originally that got closed off. This trail is pretty sick. We've seen bear. It's a little less maintained, so it's a little tight back here, but I love it. There's obviously been some sort of giant storm, tornado, or something that has come through here. There is an awful lot of trees down. Thankfully somebody came ahead of us and cut it, but there has been trees down on almost every corner, and these aren't small trees, these are giant trees. This is a short little cut through here back on our original trail. We're going to try to make up a little bit of time here. So we've made it here to Lake Ocoee. You can see right there, the lake is just to our left. You can barely see it just because the tree foliage is so thick. But I bet you during the fall, this would be absolutely stunning. So far, the Ocoee Wilderness has been fantastic. I love it out here. It's such an awesome place to explore. So the Ocoee is famous for the Ocoee River, which has some great whitewater rafting that you can do. I think they start at like a class 2, maybe, but then they go up to a class 6. So it's pretty aggressive, and I've did it when I was younger with my mom and dad, but the section that I did was only like a 2, 3, and then I think there was one rapid at the end of it that was a class 4. We didn't go beyond that. That was above my pay grade. But oh man, look at this right here. This Lake Ocoee right there. Man, if this thing was fall time, it would be stunning. But yeah, so we did the class 2, 3, and I think the last one was a 4, 5. Anything above that's above my pay grade. But this is also where they held the '96 Olympics that came to Atlanta, Georgia. I can't remember what part. I guess it was the paddling, or the part of the Olympics was taken here on the Ocoee, which was pretty sick. I've noticed there's so many of these little shoot-off trails that would be awesome to explore, but they have them all blocked off, and they don't want anybody traveling up those, which is kind of a bummer. So much to explore out here. You know, this is turning into a really, really cool trip. Every time that we come up to the road that we're supposed to turn on, it's always blocked, closed, but then we backtrack just a few 100 feet, mile or so, and then we end up finding the coolest trail ever. Check this thing out. This is sick. Well, I have no idea where we are now. I'm following this little dotted line on Gaia, and it has got us in the middle of the wilderness, like deep. So we're just gonna see if this will take us anywhere close to where we're supposed to be this afternoon. What an adventure, though. Watch you when you get up in here. But I know there's a little tree branch, we're still going to have to move to this side. You're clear. Trail comes out somewhere, or we are going to do a lot of backtracking. A lot. But as of right now, we are in the Ocoee Wilderness. Deep in the wilderness. And this trail doesn't seem like it's been traveled very often. We're just crossing our fingers and hoping there's an end to it. I mean, not like a dead end, but like a way to get out on the other side. All right, so that concludes our little Ocoee Wilderness detour. And now we are officially back on the Big Frog Loop. And by the way, the campsite that we were supposed to go to, the Cyclo, whatever it's called, was not there anymore. It was completely overgrown and demolished. So we're going to get back on the Frog Loop, and we're going to start heading up north, and we'll just head back towards the Tumbling Creek place that we camped at last time. And if we happen to see anything on the way, we can always just pull over and disperse camp somewhere. Otherwise, we'll just head back towards the Tumbling Creek one.
Sounds good.
So we're back on the Big Frog Loop. The Ocoee Wilderness was absolutely beautiful. It was stunning, and I would love to go and just spend an entire weekend just there by itself. Like, don't even worry about the Cohutta, don't even worry about the loop or anything. Just go and spend a whole weekend in the Ocoee.
On the road, I've been away for far too long, but now I'm on my way back home. I hear the west winds calling out my name. They're telling me to head your way, down your road and past your gates. Keep your eyes on the horizon. I was looking to belong when I'd already found my home. Won't be long, I'm there before the setting sun, for you to fall into my arms, the place I call my home. I was looking to belong when I already found my home.
So we've been driving for about 12 hours today, just all through the Big Frog Loop, Cohutta, into the Ocoee Wilderness, and then now we're back into the Big Frog Loop on the Tennessee side. We're at a campsite called Tumbling Creek. Love this campsite. This is the same one that we camped out last time we were here. And if you notice, I'm in the same predicament. We drove all the way down to the end where the creek is, and I wish that we could actually camp right here. It would be so cool to camp right here. But there's a couple guys that brought ground tents, and you can tell that the ground is just all rocks. There's no dirt, there's no anything. So that's not gonna be a good look for them. We're gonna head back up and pick a couple of campsites that are back up towards the front. There should be several up there that are available. Let's go grab a campsite. So Chaz and I found a pretty cool little camp spot right off the river here. We got Stewart and Michael that are sitting right on the other side. We're probably going to do a little barbecue over there. We're going to pop open the tents real quick on this side. So one of the reasons why I wanted to do this Big Frog Loop trip this weekend was to test out some of the gear that I have installed on the Jeep, including our brand new rooftop tent by Nature Nest. This thing is awesome. Let me get it set up. I'll take you for a tour around the rig. There you go. Got the 270 awning set up. We could put our poles down if we need to, but there's no breeze, so we don't really need to right now. We could plug in our lights, get that ready for tonight. Nice. So the other thing that I wanted to test on this trip was my new Set Power 47 quart refrigerator. Let me pull this thing out. I want to show you all the stuff that I've got packed inside this refrigerator. Now right now I've got this thing consistently set at 34 degrees and it is really cold inside of this refrigerator. Now I love the fact that we've got these latches here to keep this thing nice and closed. And I've got burgers in here, hot dog buns, hamburger buns, tomato sauce, ketchup. I've got an entire thing of mandarin oranges, a full carton of eggs, all of these waters and drinks stuck down there in the bottom. There's definitely enough food in here for an entire family for at least a weekend. So we've been driving for about 12 hours today from home into the Cohutta to Lake Conasauga, meet up with these guys up into the Ocoee Wilderness. Kind of did some backtracking a little bit just because some of the trails were closed. But what an adventure it was. 12 hours later, we just pulled into camp and I cannot wait to get burgers cooked. Camp was super easy to set up, but I'm a little bit sweaty, which means there's another product that I want to test out. Check this out, you're gonna love it. So my question to you, how do you guys get hot water when you're on the trail or overlanding? Right here we have a brand new product by Camp Lux. It's a tankless hot water shower. You can use it to shower, you can use it to wash dishes. Let me show you how I install it real quick. This is super cool. This is your hose out. It comes with a little handle on it. And you see I installed a little bracket right there. So I just hang this here. Red hose goes with the red quick disconnect. Blue hose goes to the blue water in. In the middle of this I have a pump installed and I'm going to show you what I use that for. Now on the back side of this is your gas, so this is going to hook straight into your propane. I've got a 5-pound propane tank right here. I'm just going to screw this on. Now we have gas. Open it up. Now with the pump here, you've got a couple of options. You can draw water straight from any source. You can draw it straight from the river if you want. I'm not close enough to the river. So I have a 5-gallon water jug that I just filled up with my water hose at home. Take the blue end, stick it in the hole, and now you've got water. And it's that simple. Now you have hot water to do dishes, to take a shower, anything that you need hot water for. Super, super easy and convenient. We finally got camp set up. I took a shower. I feel fantastic. We're going to head over here. They've got the fire going, and Michael has already cooked some burgers and pork butt. Yo, that is good. They've since we've been there, they've taken it off the Jeep Badge of Honor. It's not even a badge trail anymore.
Where is it?
It's at Alabama, right?
Yeah. I went with them the
They've
first
got
time they went.
yeah three trails there: 404, Switchback,
And Gutbuster.
Gutbuster. But now they've only got 2. They took Gutbuster off.
Gutbuster was. Ooh.
I mean, David's Jeep's built like yours. He couldn't make it up.
No.
I mean,
Well, Kevin, I mean not Kevin.
His is built
Justin
way more
had
than
to be
mine.
weaned step.
He's got 40s too, don't he?
No,
Mickey Thompson.
yeah. We had some great pork butt. We sat around the fire, just kind of hung out, talked stories.
I would remember Joe Red.
Some interesting people. Did you know that Stewart actually studies the sun for a living? That's what he does. How sick is that? It was such awesome conversation just to be able to learn some new things about astronomy and the sun and how it works and how it affects the earth. That's super cool. I'm about to crawl up in my tent and get all cozy, throw on a movie in the iPad. I'll see you guys in the morning.